The Marvel Universe is about to be destroyed by a new monster sent by Galactus, and humanity's only hope is Godzilla in his new cosmic form. I'm Andrew the Geek Master, and in today's video, we're going to tell you what happened when the Fantastic Four were forced to face Godzilla. To not miss stories like this one, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and let's get started. The story begins at the Baxter building located in New York City. While the rain keeps pouring down, the Fantastic Four are shocked by a news report on the radio saying that Godzilla is back. This reminds Reed Richards of the time Godzilla first appeared in Tokyo, and the Fantastic Four weren't even able to observe the creature, let alone stop it. Fortunately, the brilliant Dr. Daisuke Serizawa and his oxygen destroyer managed to defeat the deadly beast at the cost of his own life. But it seems that method of defeat may not have been as permanent as they thought. That's when the heroes finally arrive at the site where the creature is. Yes, Godzilla is destroying the Statue of Liberty with his atomic breath, and now he's the Fantastic Four's problem. Fearing that the same level of destruction from Tokyo could happen in New York, the Thing is the first to leap straight onto Godzilla's head, hitting him repeatedly. The Invisible Woman follows, blasting force field energy at him. The Human Torch unleashes everything he's got on the King of the Monsters, and to top it off, Reed stretches his body to form a massive fist, claiming it's strong enough to knock Godzilla down. And in fact, Mr. Fantastic's colossal mega punch hits Godzilla's skull with brutal force, sending him crashing into the base of the Statue of Liberty. However, to the heroes' surprise, Godzilla gets back up and unleashes a devastating atomic blast. After the attack, strangely, the creature starts to walk away. And that's when it's revealed that if it weren't for Sue Storm's protection, using all her strength, they'd all be dead. Normally, Reed would convince the group to run radiation scans. But there's no time for that because Godzilla has already made it into New York City. There are several buildings with hundreds of people in the monster's path, but thankfully, Reed has a plan. The Fantastic Four return to the Baxter building, which is in Godzilla's path, and Reed's idea is to channel the entire city's energy into the building, turning it into an electric trap when Godzilla attacks. The problem is, to pull this off, Reed needs to be inside the building when Godzilla strikes, which means he'll probably die. Naturally, Sue, Ben, and Johnny argue about ways to save Reed's life, and the team leader gratefully accepts their help, thankful to have such loyal and dependable friends. The team then starts working frantically, making all the necessary preparations as Godzilla gets closer and closer. Finally, the Kaiju attacks the building, and thanks to Reed's plan, he gets hit with a devastating electrical blast. Godzilla collapses among the skyscrapers, and when the dust settles, the Fantastic Four emerge from the rubble unharmed. Each hero was pushed to their limits during the plan, but Reed is the only one to notice something odd. The rain has stopped, but in its place, the sky is now burning with fire. The last time this happened was when the Watcher disguised it to hide her from the Devourer of Worlds, Galactus. The heroes know that the Silver Surfer is still trapped on Earth, which means Galactus is returning with a new herald. And sure enough, the narration reveals that today there is no mercy and no hope, because today is the day King Ghidorah comes to Earth as Galactus's newest and most terrifying herald. The arrival of this new kaiju leaves the heroes terrified. They gave it everything they had to stop Godzilla, who only had one head, so how could they handle a creature with three? That's when the Silver Surfer shows up as well, but even he admits that not even his cosmic power can defeat Ghidorah. He explains that his cosmic senses allow him to read the creature's memories, and so he knows it's a force of unspeakable destruction, a being of pure evil who desires only death and chaos. And the moment Galactus found King Ghidorah, the last survivor of a planet he himself had destroyed, was the moment Galactus chose a new herald capable of conquering Earth. This creature now has one mission: to eliminate Earth's defenders so Galactus can consume the planet without opposition. While the powerful wyvern keeps destroying everything in its path, the Silver Surfer reveals that the only salvation is to share his cosmic power. At first, the Fantastic Four think he's talking about giving that power to them. But the truth is, even with that power, none of them could defeat King Ghidorah. So, in a desperate act, the Surfer transfers his cosmic power to Godzilla, the only creature capable of facing Ghidorah. The agony of transferring all his power is unbearable, so much so that the moment he finishes, the Surfer reverts to his human form and simply faints in the thing's arms. But his noble act is instantly rewarded. Right away, Godzilla gets back up, now transformed into Cosmic Godzilla. The king of the monsters immediately charges at King Ghidorah, ready for the final battle. He even launches the first strike, a deafening roar followed by an atomic breath supercharged with cosmic energy. However, his attack doesn't seem to even tickle Galactus's new Herald, who strikes back with brutal force. Ghidorah fires powerful electricity blasts from each of his 3 heads, and the hit is so devastating it knocks Godzilla down in the middle of the city. As they watch the battle, the Fantastic Four realize they can't just stand around waiting to recover. Godzilla needs help, and for Earth to survive, they have to fight. And sure enough, it doesn't take long before the Human Torch begins attacking King Ghidorah, helping Godzilla realize they're on the same side. That's when they manage to coordinate their attack, combining the Human Torch's flames and Godzilla's atomic breath to hit all 3 of Ghidorah's heads at once, making the monster scream in pain and back off for the first time. Seizing the opportunity, Reed uses his elastic powers to launch the thing straight at the creature, landing a massive blow to one of Ghidorah's heads. That gives Godzilla the opening he needs to lunge at Ghidorah with full force. And as the 2 titans clash with raw strength, building after building is destroyed around them. Seeing all this destruction, Reed says they need to come up with a way to end the fight. Sue suggests they distract King Ghidorah long enough for Godzilla to land a surprise attack. To do that, she plans to use her powers to bend the light, creating a 3D illusion that makes the thing appear as big as Ghidorah. And sure enough, while Godzilla and Ghidorah continue their battle, a giant Ben Grimm illusion appears and grabs Ghidorah's attention. The powerful creature falls for the provocation and attacks Ben's image pointlessly. The key detail is that behind King Ghidorah, Godzilla combines his heat ray and cosmic energy, forging a weapon strong enough to kill gods. In a terrifying moment, Godzilla grabs his enemy and unleashes all his power against him. Ghidorah's 3 heads scream in agony as he realizes there's nothing he can do. And just like that, Earth is saved, thanks to 4 incredible heroes and 1 monstrous creature called Godzilla. Sometime later, Mr. Fantastic reflects on the events. Godzilla not only defeated King Ghidorah, but also managed to extract his cosmic power, freeing the 3-headed creature from Galactus's control. While the beast returned to space, Godzilla went back into the ocean and, surprisingly, gave the cosmic power back to the Silver Surfer. Still, Reed knows that since Ghidorah failed, Galactus will try something new in the future. The lesson he learned this time is, it takes a monster to stop a monster. A battle between Godzilla and Galactus now seems inevitable, and Reed wonders, if that happens, could anyone actually survive it? I hope you enjoyed this epic battle. Let me know in the comments what your favorite moment was. If you were just as hyped as we were by this story, don't forget to leave a like, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next stories we're getting ready for you. Thanks for watching this far, and see you in the next adventure.